What's up? Welcome to your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Sunday, the old Sunday fun day. We like to call it here, March 26, 2023. I'm your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast, bringing it to you every day. Sundays are a special day because it's a twofer. We bring you the Blitz in the morning and then the TBC Weekly live show, Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Check it out. Subscribe, please subscribe. You'll get notified whenever we go live every Sunday night. Me, Jeff, and Sean will be talking about all things Buckeye football. We'll be talking about recruiting this week. We're going to talk about the scrimmage and a ton of other stuff. So please join us and subscribe. Today, we're talking about yesterday's scrimmage on Saturday. Practice 5, scrimmage 1. Wanted to give you my take on what's being reported and what we're hearing. So this is kind of a throwback to the Urban Meyer era, which I'm sure many of you probably enjoy. It's music to your ears, I'm sure. Competition, winner, loser, reps, everything counts. Every rep counts. Everything's being measured. Winner, loser, competition, nonstop, right? So that was Herb's big thing, the circle drill and shit like that. I don't think they actually did the circle drill, but every rep is a competition is the point. So yesterday they had 11 on 11. They had 7 on 7. They had red zone. It was like a 2-hour practice, so full tilt. The offense won 102 to 100. So not sure how they do that scoring system, but glad we can't gamble on that, right? Anyways, offense scored a lot late. They finished with 4 scores to end the practice. Defense was big early on. They were 11-1 out of 12 reps early on in practice. Ryan Day said that talking about the QBs, they're going to grade every single snap, but how do they get into the end zone? How do they move the team down the field into the end zone? You grow from failure is one thing that's very important that people in general should probably take note of, that you grow from failure, not from success. So when these QBs fail, it's a good thing if they learn from it, right? So QBs, they both, Devin and Kyle, rotated with the ones. No favoritism here, no seniority, anything like that. McCord, they said, played better in the second half of the practice. He was energetic, brought the leadership, showed flashes of plays, and was just cleaner all around. Devin escaped the pocket and made some plays with his legs, carrying on that narrative, right, that he's more athletic, right? But Kyle and Devin each, to finish the scrimmage, they got each 4 drives, 2 each with the first, 2 each with the second. Okay, so a total of 8 drives, 2 and 2. Got it. Kyle scored 2 touchdowns and led 2 touchdown scoring drives and a field goal scoring drive. Devin led a 1 touchdown scoring drive and 1 field goal scoring drive. So Devin was tight early on. Kyle showed mobility, which going to put that part of the narrative to rest. Kyle showed mobility in the pocket, evading the rush, throwing on the run, and they even threw in a designed run play for him. So a little different from CJ, right? I mean, that's all we have to compare to recently. He got through his progressions. Both quarterbacks, though, started shaky in practice. So that's why the defense went 11-1 in the first 12 reps. But what Ryan Day said is that they both are bringing the juice. Moving on to the receivers, Ryan Day said that they took out some guys like Marv, and we knew that Emeka and Julian were already out. So young guys played a lot. Carnell Tate was in there with the ones, and Jelani Thurman, the tight end. Day said that he wanted to see how they respond in a competitive environment. Tate was in for Marv with the ones. He got his black stripe off. Carnell Tate did after practice. And both the Rogers boys had catches. The highlight of the day, though, was probably the long touchdown pass from Kyle McCord to Jaden Ballard. He toasted Hancock by like 10 yards. So Ballard getting out there, showing some things. And Ryan Day said that this is his time to. He has to. This is year 3 for him. So he came in with Emeka and Marv, but he's got to put the pedal down. So what else? Dallin Hayden, running backs. Let's talk running back real quick. He was running really hard, running through dudes, using his physicality. He's put on 10 pounds of muscle, and it shows. So running through guys, and nobody wants to tackle Chip. Nobody wants to mess with Chip. Duh. That's no news there. O-line, let's talk left to right, the starters. Josh Fryer at the left, we know that. Donovan Jackson, left guard. Carson Hinsman, we're pretty solid on him at center right now. Matt Jones, right guard. And Zen Michalski was at right tackle, made the flip over, don't forget, from left tackle to right tackle. But there's a huge gap between the first team O-line and the second team O-line. So it's going to be on Justin Fry to get that second team developed quickly, right? We'll see how that right tackle battle goes with Tegra and Zen, but you got to, somebody's going to eventually go down. You got to have a 6-man. You got to have, a whole second, a 2 deep Justin Fry. Day also said that he was impressed with the D-line. They pushed the pocket backward. He said the D-line grinded even late into the scrimmage, so he was impressed with that. And he said, of course, our favorite thing, the secondary got their hands on a lot of balls. So cannot be underestimated how many hands you can get on how many balls. Very important. And they challenged every throw. So defense sounded like they did well, but the D-line was going against a still developing O-line, right? None of these guys at the tackle position were starters. Center wasn't a starter. So these guys are still developing. It's spring still, practice 5. So I'm not too upset about the O-line. I think it'll come around. You got to get them, playing as a cohesive unit. But as far as the D-line goes, Kenyatta was making plays in the backfield constantly. Jack Sawyer looked comfortable back at defensive end. He had a good day. JT was everywhere. Mike Hall's pass rush, his first step is deadly. He was blown by the center constantly. Donovan might have been the strongest O-lineman. He beat Tyleek. But it did point out the fact that we need defensive tackle depth. After those 2, it's fucking freshmen, and 2 of them aren't on campus yet. You got Hero Canoe, I know, but he's only a second-year guy. So we'll talk this coming week about Tank Booker, Maryland defensive tackle that's in the portal. That guy, keep that name in the back of your head. Could be a strong Buckeye transfer candidate. We need depth there, big time. And this goes back to one of my previous shows months ago about the discrepancy in offensive number of players in the roster on offense and number of players on defense. The roster is tilted very much in the offense's favor. So this is when you got to attack the portal, go get yourself some corners, safety, D-tackle, all that. Anyways, let's talk about corners. Corners, hands on balls. What else is there to say? Most important thing, put your hands on some balls today. Look much different. They were healthy. That's very different from last year. People forget that corner room was decimated with injuries, not just the starters, but the backups even. Hancock was out till midseason. Cam Brown injured in and out of the lineup. Burke injured in and out of the lineup. But today, Iggy, what's his name? Igbinosun. Yeah, Davison Igbinosun. Got it. He was in for Hancock and Burke occasionally. So kind of looked like probably a second team guy. as of right now at corner. Hancock was the best in coverage except for the long Ballard TD, and Ballard's going to toast somebody eventually. Nobody else can run with him. Igmanosin also got his black stripe removed, so him and Carnell Tate are the first two from the January enrollees to get their black stripe off. Safeties, let's talk safeties. Ransom, Proctor, Cam Martinez are your starters there today. Lathan at the Bandit, though, not the adjuster. I thought Lathan Ransom would play the adjuster. Let's see if this is permanent or what. But Proctor's playing the adjuster, the deep guy. And then Cam Martinez was playing your slot, corner, safety, whatever it is, slot. Sonny Styles was on the field a lot, though. He had 3 to 4 pass breakups, and Malik Hartford also got a lot of reps. So good to see the young guys out there. Got to get Styles on the field. Linebacker Steel Chambers had a sack, broke up a tunnel screen, and nearly had an interception. So flashing, and he'll probably get relegated in his snaps. So those will drop off. Gabe Powers and Reed Carrico, though, showed up and had moments at linebacker as well. So that's huge. Just to finish up, Ryan Day also said that moving around the field, like physically moving around for him, is getting easier every day, not just being focused on the offensive side of the ball. He wasn't wearing a headset today, and Brian Hartline was wearing the headset calling the plays. So that transition has been made. Is it permanent or not? Is this every practice or not? That's what we'll need to see going forward. But all in all, huge day, guys flashing, getting their hands on their balls, some balls. Carnell Tate, Jelani Thurman, I love getting the freshmen in there early, see what kind of, dent they can make in that rotation. And corners looking good. Huge areas of concern there, corner, O-line. So let's let that O-line develop, not freak out on them just yet. But and the quarterback battle is still going. So don't expect an answer anytime soon. That's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, 8 o'clock tonight, please subscribe, and we will see you. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.